got married at a relatively young age, say 22. Personally, I love kids.
Okay.
But then it will surprise you to know that even when I got married, I wasn't ready to have kids.
Okay.
Yes, I wasn't ready. Not because I didn't like them, I like them. So
Okay.
it was a very good one. And my husband too was very supportive. He has always been. So with that one, I would say he tried. He did well for me. Yes. So I had a very good one for my first pregnancy.
Okay. The journey of the young mother, the experience of motherhood. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this episode on Beyond the Surface. We want to thank you so much for your commitment to this page over the period. We want to thank you for subscribing. We want to thank you for your views. We want to thank you for your comment. On today's episode, we'll be looking at the experience of a young mother, the experience of motherhood. This is a conversation we believe many don't have, but I want to look at this experience, transitioning from a single person into motherhood. What are the challenges? What are the experiences? You want to look at it. You want to also share your views on this as well. To do this with me is one young mother, young beautiful mother in the person of Lydia. Hello, Lydia.
Hi, hello.
How you doing?
Good.
Great. All right. Welcome to Beyond the Surface. Okay. You got married at a relatively young age. You started having kids. Let's look at the journey from when you started having kids. How was the journey like? It was just you, your husband. Now you started having. Take us through that journey.
Well, with my journey of being a mother, as you said, I got married at a relatively young age, say 22.
22?
Yes.
Wow.
22. And then, growing up, personally, I love kids.
Okay.
But then it will surprise you to know that even when I got married, I wasn't ready to have kids.
Okay.
Yes, I wasn't ready. Not because I didn't like them, I like them. I think we gave ourselves a year after marriage before starting to have kids. Should I say fortunately or unfortunately? So within the same year when we got married, that was 2018, I took him. And having discussed we wanted to have that space before starting to have children, and then before that period I got pregnant, it was a mixed feeling. It was
because you're not ready for it.
Mentally I wasn't ready because the feeling of enjoying marriage at least for a year, having your husband to yourself before having the other ones. Yes. So it wasn't something I was really ready for, but it happened and then I just had to accept it. So basically...
Okay, so you were not ready. You got pregnant. Mentally, you're not ready. How did you go through that process?
It wasn't so much of a problem though. Besides, I was married. As people will say, it's not out of wedlock or something.
Yeah.
So for my husband, he was okay. He was happy. I remember I asked him, but we said we were giving ourselves little time, but it looks like you getting to know I'm pregnant, you are happy.
You're happy about it.
Then, and he was, I think he was okay. He was ready for it, but he didn't mention it. So I remember when I took him, I told my father, we had this conversation, but it looks like my husband is happy, pregnant. And my father was asking, have you ever seen a campaign after election before? So that's it. You are in it, and then you just have to accept it.
Yeah.
That's it. So once it came, I decided to. There was no other way to that, but to have, put to bed and all. So it was a very good one. And my husband too was very supportive. He has always been. So with that one, I would say he tried. He did well for me. Yes. So I had a very good one for my first pregnancy.
Okay. Take us
First
through that. Take
pregnancy.
us through that first
I had
pregnancy.
a very good one. Nothing like the morning sickness. I was just as I'm here throughout the whole period. Yes. So I didn't have the morning sickness. I could cook everything, do
Okay.
everything, eat everything. I mean, the very day I got into labor, I remember that morning I even pounded fufu.
Oh, the
Head
day?
to that very day.
Right.
Myself, I mean, fufu.
Awoka.
Awoka.
Oh,
I
right.
ate it. And then around 10 p.m., I mean, contraction started sets in. And then after I had him, one thing that wasn't a good one was there was some form of, I won't say it was a complication. I think the very day I had my first child, that night, they had to rush him to Kolebu for, I mean, something else.
Some
So I
post,
happened to be in one hospital, and my baby too
was
also in another hospital for, I think, 3 days.
wow.
So I was myself, and it wasn't a very good feeling.
What was running through your mind during that period?
During that period, in fact, from the very moment they left where I was, I didn't see him until I think the third day.
Wow.
A lot was running through my mind. See, what could it be? Could it be that the worst has happened and all? But my husband would say he wanted to surprise me. I mean, the very day, I remember I was in the hospital when one of the nurses came in and was asking, where is your child? At that point, I didn't know what was happening to him.
Yeah.
And I didn't think that was a good question to even ask.
To ask you, yeah.
Knowing very well, I'm a new mother. You didn't see my child, whether, excuse me, I lost him, whatever, asking that question didn't sit well with me. And plus that moment, I didn't even know what was happening. They kept telling me, oh, he's fine, he's fine, he's fine. But then, so the very day I decided to go and see him at Kolebu, I think that was the very day they came back. And it was all joy.
Wow.
All joy.
So having your first baby now, you are no more with your husband. Now you, your husband, and there is another kid with you. The responsibility that comes with it. How did you take us through that process?
For that one, like you said, having my husband to myself and another person to coming in. Luckily for me, it was a boy, so the girls would share that kind of.
Yeah.
Yes, it was a boy. So I just had to accept that yes, there is another person, and an addition to our family, and strategize my daily activities and some of the things that we do, especially when it comes to food in the house. You cook. It was a usual meal you'll be cooking for yourself and your husband. There's a new baby, and then you have to have that time for that child as well as your husband. In all, I would say he was very supportive. He wasn't demanding as, okay, my wife, you have to do A, B, C.
Okay.
And one thing about me, when I give birth, it is me, just me and my husband, even for the first one. So there's nothing like somebody comes to live with you. So if I say I have a supportive husband,
That's
yes,
lovely.
so
That's
he
lovely.
really assists in taking care of the house.
Yeah.
In terms of chores and other things. So that stress is not there. So I'm able to have that space to take care of the child.
Because you had a husband that was doing chores, not the regular husband that would be like, you give birth, you should. But he was taking some kind of pressure off you.
Yes, even before that, he's somebody who really likes to support me. So in addition to that, he really helped. So I'm not sure I really had a problem. The major thing was I wasn't really ready at the time I realized I was pregnant.
Yeah.
Yes, but beyond that, I think because I had a supportive husband, I'm sure I don't have much to say about this having this issue of that.
Okay, so you give birth to your firstborn. At the time, you were in the banking industry at the time you gave birth to your firstborn?
No. So,
Okay.
I wasn't, no. So I was doing service when I got married.
Okay.
And after, I think within that same year, so that was, so I had him 2018, December. And then, so after 4 months when I had him, that was when I had a contract job with one bank.
Okay.
So I was there. So I left him. I remember I had to leave him with a neighbor.
Yeah, so I want to share that. But putting that experience, you are working as in a financial institution, very demanding. They need all your time, and also as a mother with a newborn baby. How were you managing both?
So for where I used to work, that place, I would say I wasn't in the mainstream, so I kind of had some space to myself. So sometimes when I started, I could leave him with a neighbor and then go to work. And sometimes so along the line, I got a nanny.
Okay.
I got a very good person who is still taking care of them. So she's just like a mother. So she took that burden off. So when I got to work, I didn't have to think of what is happening at home and those things. So luckily for me, I got a very good person to take care of him. So with my first job, I mean, that's it, because it wasn't really demanding.
It was even demanding
Yeah,
because you
until-
had a nanny to take care of
Yes.
you. Yeah.
And my current job, for instance, very demanding.
Wait, let's wait and get to that. So your first job, not too demanding, but you had a nanny to support you.
Yes.
Then your second baby came in. At the point your second baby came in, you were now in the banking sector, a very demand. Let's go through the journey when you realized you were carrying your second baby, the experience. How was the pregnancy like? The first one, you tell us that was very easy, and all that. How was the second one like?
For the second one, it wasn't really easy, even though I still didn't experience the morning sickness and the rest. But then I think the fact that I was working in a space very demanding, it wasn't really it wasn't easy for me.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I'll have to, I mean, even at work, I'll go to the washroom, cry my eyes out. Like the stress, you're stressed, you need to do ABC. Besides, you're not the only person who has been in this situation, as some bosses may even tell you.
Yeah.
So
The bosses don't care about the fact that you are carrying a baby. You still
I would
have
say
to.
they don't care. I don't want to put it that way, but then, the job has to be done.
Whether you're pregnant or not.
The job it has to be done. Once you don't have any medical backing, that you don't have to do ABC.
Yeah.
It has to be done.
Yeah.
Yes. So, for that pregnancy, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. I would say it was quite easy from beginning. So my 5th month, going into my 6th month, I remember from that period, from 6th month, I couldn't. My name as simple as Lydia Yeboah, I couldn't even write my name completely.
Why?
I had this, you see, how do I even put it? Call it the carpal syndrome or something.
Okay.
Where you feel like pain. I won't say you feel you won't be able to use your hand very well. You'll be using it all right, but
It's like your hand
as
is
you do
heavy.
some heavy, even in my sleep, I could feel it. Wake up, sit on my bed, cry, before I go back to bed. So from 6 months till I had him, although I was going to work, but I wasn't able to
even write.
write. I could write, but small thing, I won't be able to continue. I'll have to stop, stretch it, do all the skirmishes before I'm able to go back. But I wasn't a good one. Even after I had him, I had it continue for a period.
We'll come to that.
Yeah.
But how did the changes, the changes, because during pregnancy, there are some changes. You talk about the 6th to the 9th month when you had some major changes in your body and all of that, and also in a very high demanding environment. Take us in details to that place. How was it?
I could do nothing but to adjust. I could do nothing but to adjust. You know, as a mother, when it comes to your chores, I mean, in the house, the children look up to you. They don't look up to their father for certain things.
Yeah.
You still need to, once you are born a woman and a mother, you still have to, as my mom will tell you, Obatan Yari, Obatan, you see that thing. So once you're a mother, even if you are not in that position, you still have to be in it. You don't want to do things for them to realize or think, oh, is this? They have to think it is all good with you. Even there are times you are not even fine, like stressed from work and all, but you still need to put up that face. You still need to put that face to ensure that everybody is okay.
Wow.
You know, kids, they ask a lot of questions. I didn't want to answer those kind of questions. Yes, even though they ask, currently they still ask, but I wouldn't want to put them in that position.
Yeah.
So I try as much as I can to put up that face.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically,
Yeah. So your second baby, having your second baby, take us through how the delivery was, the process. The first one was very easy. You went to labor ward. How was the second one like?
the first one wasn't easy. Like, I mean, the pregnancy period, it wasn't really, was easy, those kind of experiences. I could do everything by myself and all. But the labor wasn't easy. It wasn't easy.
What
That
was going
ended
through?
him at Kolebu. Let me put it that way. That ended him. So I was going through the normal way of contractions and all, but at a point, we just had to undergo emergency cesarean session for him. And then that was the first one. The delivery itself, it wasn't an easy process for me. I was thinking I could do the push. I went through the, how do you call it? I mean, the labor pain, I mean, the contractions and everything. But
You were
last minute,
pushing, but
the last minute, I didn't get to the stage where you have to push. I mean, you hadn't gotten to that that space yet. So if that hadn't happened, I'm sure I would have lost even myself or the boy.
yeah.
So I had to undergo an emergency cesarean session. Yes, that was. But for the second one, it was a planned one.
Okay.
Since I had a first cesarean, so the second one we planned to do because I didn't want to have such an experience again.
Anymore.
Yes. So for the delivery, I would say the second one was okay because I knew I was undergoing that. Even though in the process, I thought I was losing out like breath in the process, and then as I had a supportive husband who would be there.
Okay, he was at the
there.
labor room at the time.
He was there. Try to pinch you small to see what's happening. Those
Are
things.
you alive?
Oh yes.
Another time, what was running through your mind? You knew you were losing
In fact, the second one, going into, I mean, the theater, I was scared. I don't know what happened, but I was kind of scared. I had that kind of fear. So a whole lot was running through my mind. Like, what if? I don't know. At that point, I don't know what I was thinking. So, I mean, so I think that was also part of the reasons possibly I was thinking
You losing.
yeah. So for the labor side, delivery side, it hasn't been all way, but then in all, I have my boys, so I'll say.
Oh, the second one
okay.
too was a boy.
Yes.
So that's two big boys.
Two strong boys.
Wow, that's amazing. So now you have maybe we'll be expecting a third one, but now you have two strong boys coming in. You are still doing your highly. How do you manage these two boys? Even with a nanny, two boys, you have to get to the work by 7:38. You have to be in the office. You have to do. Sometimes, even though the office closes at 5, sometimes you don't have to leave at 5 when there is work to do. Combining that with raising two amazing boys, how do you do it?
Still management, it's sometimes it's not easy. having knowing you have to wait for a nanny to come in. I don't have a staying nanny.
Okay.
So she'll have to come in the morning before you also can leave the house. And I don't have, my husband doesn't work within Accra currently.
Okay.
So, sometimes he will be out there. So it will be myself and the boys.
Okay.
Then I'll have to wait for the nanny to come before. Sometimes she gets in early, but days where she doesn't get in early, you have to, know what to do, possibly call in and all those things before. And as you come to work, for me, I try as much as I can to put together what they will eat, usually my weekends. Yeah, I do that so that I don't put much stress on the nanny.
On them.
She's also not a very young person. They have close to her 50s and all. So I do all these things. So at every point in time, I make sure I have enough in my freezer where they can just heat in those things. So even when you're at work, they can just put some things together and then feel comfortable. Yes, because knowing this how demanding my job is, if I don't put in that effort, it won't be a good one for me. So as little time I get, I try to do what I can. Then the remaining ones, she also do very well.
Yeah.
The man does very well. So she also try to put in her own efforts for me. So,
If you had the opportunity to do it again, to do it all over again, do you think you would probably get married very early at the point you got married?
For marriage, yes. For marriage, yes.
You would still go to 22 years?
Provided I get somebody like my husband. Yes, I will for that
That's
one.
a big if.
Yes. If it's a very good experience, but if you don't get me, to me, there is nothing like a right person. Sometimes put it together. When you have somebody, a supportive person, you know that it's not about the numbers, like early or not early. Once you are matured in here, you think you'll be fine. For the childbearing, sometimes once you have a very good moment with just
your
you
husband.
and your husband.
So maybe if you had another opportunity, you would have waited a while.
Sometimes I think about it, but then again, then you go into it. So sometimes I want to just go out, but who to leave the children with is the problem. If I had a stay nanny, possibly she would have taken care of them and all. So these are some of the issues.
Yeah. So in to wrap it all up, motherhood has been a would you say has been a good experience for you?
It's a very good one. It's a very good one. Beginning, I didn't really want to accept it that way, but then it has been. You go to work, come back, and then
mommy's in.
Mommy, like the older one, be like, mommy, you don't look cheerful.
Oh.
What happened that way? Oh, nothing happened. Everything. Don't worry, mommy. I'll take care of you. You see.
Oh, he says
sometimes the pressure you go through at work, you get home, and then you have these young ones. You talk to them. They are all over you.
They see you as the hero.
You see, it's take off. You see them and you are happy. You forget everything that happened even in the office and all. Not forget, but
it calms you down.
It calms you down. Yes. So basically.
Wow, that's great, Lydia. That's a very, very, very insightful conversation. Because I feel like this motherhood thing, it's a topic. It's high time we discuss this and see some of the challenges. But it has been very insightful. What would you say as your final words as we wrap this up?
Yeah, for me, I would say it's a very good experience. So anyone who wishes to be a mother, there is nothing to fear.
Yeah.
There's nothing to fear. Once you get into it, you'll be able to navigate through it. You'll be able to sort yourself out. But it's not as it is seen out there. You won't be able to do this. You won't be able to do that. You'll be able to do everything. But most importantly, if you have a support system,
That
yes,
helps.
if you don't have it, that one, trust me, there are times you don't even know what to do.
Yeah.
There are times the nanny doesn't come and you are stranded. You don't know what to do. So, and sometimes I would say, thank God for good neighbors. Sometimes you're able to, if you are in your own space where you don't have anybody. And I would say, unluckily for me too, I don't have my mother and my husband's mother too. So we don't have that opportunity where
That
you can go and
luxury.
leave them there and those things. So, but it's a very good experience. It's a very good one.
No, that's great. Thank you so much, Lydia. Thank you for sharing your journey. I'm sure when this interview gets out there, people are going to be inspired by your story. They will want to share. Thank you so much. How has your experience been for you watching us as a mother, even as a single mother? How has motherhood treated you? We want to hear in our comment section. Share your views, say your comment, and let's get interactive. Thank you very much. My name is Enoch, and this was Beyond the Surface. Thank you.